What it do, y'all? We back with another episode of Wrestling with Exotics, the best wrestling podcast on YouTube today.
I swear to God.
And we got some news for you guys this week. We're going to jump right into it. First thing I got for you guys is Juice Robinson getting smoked in his Dynamite ring match versus MJF. I came on this show and I told you guys that Juice should definitely win, which he didn't. And like I said,
I would have been okay if he would won.
Yeah, me too. Like I said, he got smoked for sure. I was not expecting that. I thought the Bullet Club Gold was definitely going to be more involved and help Juice Robinson get the win in this match, which definitely should have happened. I think the Bullet Club needs to be more like Judgment Day and just start robbing niggas for their titles. I feel like that's the direction they need to go in, and at the same time, that's also how you create a successful faction. I mean, look at Judgment Day. The whole group got some gold. You know what I mean? And how you going to be Bullet Club Gold without no gold? You know what I mean? So, I don't believe that Jay White needs to cheat to beat MJF. But I do believe that the Bullet Club Gold should be involved in that match and help influence MJF losing that belt for sure. So with that being said, what did you think about this match with Juice Robinson and MJF?
I thought this match was cool just because I like the ending, how Max basically outplayed him because he been telling him about how he's going to knock him out with his left hand and then he got a Cuban zirconium ring. The whole time Max is like, I don't even need to tell you my game plan because everybody already knows. I've been knocking people out for 4 years straight with this ring. I've upgraded this ring. It doesn't even look how they first presented it to me. So I like the match ending, but I would have been okay if Juice would have actually won that one. As well as I like to think Max is going to actually have to beat, he's going to have to overcome a lot of odds when it comes to Bullet Club Gold as well. They're going to be involved in that match, but I see him not losing.
With that being said, Full Gear is November 19th. And at that point, we will see MJF versus Jay White for the AEW World Title. And like I told y'all, I know for a fact Jay White will win that shit.
I just feel like at this stage, Max has a little bit more to go just because they just recently announced that they're having the 8th edition in pay-per-views at December the 30th, World's End. And I feel like that's the place for Max to potentially lose his championship in his hometown because he usually has momentous occasions in his hometown and celebrations, and he's grateful to be in Long Island, and he represents it really with a lot of pride. But I feel like to culminate this whole double storyline, I feel like it should end in his hometown and with him losing the championship.
Damn, in the hometown?
Yeah, because it'll be more legendary. It'll make him more feel to it. Like
man, I guess so.
And usually AEW lets people go over in their hometown, unlike WWE. Because I feel like WWE more recently now kind of does that. But growing up, they would always make the person lose in their hometown.
Well, not always. It would be like occasional or depending on what the situation is. But most of the time, if they are somewhere where you're from, they highlight that you're from there. And you pretty much have a good match or you go over. Like, most of the time, Sammy wrestles in Canada, he usually wins.
Except for his Joe G.
Exactly. That's like the only one occasion, unfortunately for him.
Definitely so.
Up next, I want to talk about a match that we're going to be having at Crown Jewel. Io versus Bianca Belair for the WWE Women's Championship. Knowing sports entertainment, like I know, I'm expecting Bianca Belair to lose this match. But because I'm such a big fan of her, I'm still going to go out and say that she's going to win this match. And that's exactly what I want to see from this. What do you want to see happen from this match, bro?
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to keep seeing Io prove herself, and because I feel like with this title reign, she's kind of ushering in a new era within the rest, like WWE, as in like our new stars hold the belt, and it's like an actual new star that it's not quote unquote the cornerstone of the company or like actually the face of the company, and that's what her reign is gonna make or break whether that championship into the division can maintain. Because if we're already not fans of her, I'm enjoying Io Sky's reign. She said even if there's been a little cheating involved, she's been overcoming a lot of shit because
she's wrestling more than Rhea Ripley is.
Exactly.
She's busy trying to handle Judgment Day business and all this other bullshit, and wrestling Natalya a bunch of times to try to get her some credibility.
So I just feel like I feel like Io's reign is dope, and I feel like I just want to see it continue. And like we previously mentioned off camera, like Io didn't have that good of a fear last time against Bianca, so I feel like this match she showcase more of her offensive arsenal in the air, being the genius of the sky, like make it more like renowned because, like you said, she can't do the power game with Bianca. And when she's grounded, that's how Bianca will win. So I'm hoping that will be.
But at the same time, she ain't got nothing to ground Bianca Belair. She ain't got nothing to ground her. The last few times Io has gone up against Bianca Belair, she's been getting a KOD or just done up the worstest. She's getting tossed around and straight bullied around that ring. That's why, like, I can see Io going over, but it just probably wouldn't be believable. Or she'll have to use damage control or something. Like, she's not going over Bianca Belair that sweet. I look at this situation with Io Sky's title reign the same way I'm looking at MJF. Alright, he just went against Kenny Omega, and he beat Kenny Omega, and now he's about to go against Jay White, and he for sure should not go over Jay White. Everybody already believes that he was better than Kenny Omega, okay? And it's the same thing for Io Sky. Everybody knows that Charlotte Flair is way better than you, but you went over on her. Now you're about to go back-to-back against somebody else that's better than you. In my heart of hearts, I know that you should not beat Bianca. But because this is sports entertainment, 9 times out of 10, that's probably what's going to happen.
You know, another news, great megastar news, you know what I'm saying? How you feel about the BFT being applied and executed mighty well, I should say, to the tribal chief?
I'm going to keep it real, bro. It's not looking good for LA Knight. As good as it might look to y'all, it is not that. Because let's just look back on what happened to Randy Orton when he tried to do the same thing to Brock Lesnar. He was sneaking Brock Lesnar, hitting him with RKOs week after week, and then what happened to him? Oh, yeah, they don't play what happened to Randy Orton anymore on WWE television. They don't show that to kids no more. So, yeah, that's how bad it got. What happened last time Kevin Owens tried to disrespect Roman Reigns? Well, me and you sit on this show and literally damn near come to tears when we think about what Roman did to Kevin Owens. We say that's the most dominant performance in his entire reign.
He exposed him.
He exposed him to where me and you was really worried about Kevin. Like, yo.
What's wrong with your back? Well, he had them stairs hitting you.
And guess what?
It made Sammy watch.
Guess what, y'all? Kevin ain't been the same ever since. He is now a superstar. And that's exactly what the megastar LA Knight is about to be. I don't care if Roman beats him clean or if he cheats to win. This loss is going to take LA Knight a notch down. And I genuinely believe that. Because you're on the up and up, on the up and up, and on the up and up, and then you lose the big one. Well, you're not about to keep going up. No, they're about to give you a consolation prize, and you can go be tag team champions with John Cena, or you can go beat Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship, and that's where you will stay, in the mid-card. You're not going to be a megastar no more. You're going to be a superstar. What do you think about what I just said?
I personally don't think the megastar will never not be the megastar, man. It's more than just like accolades, it's lifestyle. And at the same time, it takes someone great caliber like Roman Reigns.
It's hard to live that lifestyle when you don't have that WWE Championship to stamp that lifestyle.
You gotta try to attain it. You gotta try. Roman didn't get it.
And Roman is the last person he should be trying to do that against, bro. If you know in your heart of hearts.
Strategically, yes. But exposure-wise, it's kind of smart because the promos, the just the contract signing, all these little back and forths of Roman, I never knew all the times I've hyped up LA Knight, to see it come to fruition, to see him in the same ring as Roman, to be in these type of moments, I'm like, yeah, I'm glad that I'm supporting you from the jump because you're hilarious. Like you're making this nigga uncomfortable. Ain't nobody made Roman ever as mad, as frustrated, flip the table on him, and without trying to aggress him, trying to trying to intimidate him. Like Brock, for example, he would always size Roman up, and I think that's something funny. I've never seen someone bring up suffering succotash and really try to expose Roman verbally like
that. I like
that's
the fact that he interrupted his ring entrance.
Yeah,
I thought that shit was funny. I laughed out loud personally. But that's why I'm saying you're about to get turned back into a superstar. Okay? Last time Kevin Owens came out trying to disrespect, guess what? He's a superstar now. When was the last time you ever seen Kevin Owens win anything besides those tag belts.
Nothing.
Nothing.
You know what I mean?
And you won't ever see him do that because he's a superstar now.
Yeah, he collapsed Roman's eardrum and then Survivor said because he slapped him too hard. So I just know
it's over for Kevin Steen.
I know.
It's a wrap.
I know Roman don't really fuck with him like that, bro. And it's like to a certain extent because Roman was doing some shit to him in that ring. I'm like, damn. You making Roman have to get on his big dog type of shit, but his evil big dog type of shit. Like this nigga, he threw him into the stairs from his neck, just threw him.
That's what I'm saying. LA Knight is fucking with the wrong one, and he about to find out at Crown Jewel, just like we have been finding out for the past 3 years. This is what you're gonna see at the end of Crown Jewel. Mark my words, okay? And the mega star and all that shit, he gonna be a superstar. Right after that shit.
Well,
he's gonna be a regular WWE superstar.
What if he interrupts his entrance again, bro?
He gonna get hurt. He gonna get hurt. LA Knight, you
don't get snapped.
Roman is already gonna hurt him in this match. But if he do that at Crown Jewel, oh nigga, you're not even gonna be able to make it to the ramp this time. You're not gonna be able to just get in the ring like shit is sweet and walk around there waiting for Roman to get. No. Nah. You're going down. You're going down, bud. I promise you.
Roman be on some different type of time, bro. He be trying to abuse Marcus. He trying to scar him. He scarred Jay. He's scarring Jay right now because he put him to work. So that nigga said, "You run a what route? A hot route." Oh, it was hot out there. It was.
Hey, and I'll tell you one thing about that. Jimmy will never have a one-on-one match with Roman Reigns. Never. If y'all think that that's what's going to come out of this long-term booking, no. Roman, I promise you.
Roman not even into that. He just need a foot soldier that's going to crash out. And that's scared of him. Because he asked her, he said, what'd you say? I said I'm off the Indian reserve list. I can why I'm about to do something. He said, what? Like, okay, good. I thought you said. He devoted him. So I'm like, and that's on some different type of shit. Jay speak his mind. Jimmy got to play dumb so that way he can get over on Roman. Because if he acknowledged that shit, Roman's like, really? Get out of my locker room. Get out of my locker room.
It's a wrap.
Even though we know Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins have the match coming up at Crown Jewel for the World Championship, when do you see Seth actually losing that belt? And who do you think should make him lose the belt?
I think the next time Seth Rollins defends that belt, he'll be losing it. I don't know who he will be losing it to exactly, but my guess as of right now, it'll probably be Randy Orton. And I say that because Randy Orton should be making his return at Crown Jewel, and if not Crown Jewel, he should be making it by Survivor Series. And I think at the end of Crown Jewel, he's going to hit Seth Rollins with an RKO and then stamp himself to be in that world title picture, which I would definitely love to see. And it'll also give Randy number 15, making him not much closer to obtaining number 16. Who do you think is going to dethrone Seth Rollins?
That was a good pick by you saying Randy. I didn't even give that a shot. And I like that he has history with that belt. Well, the old belt. But I personally think it should be somebody who's like a newer face of the company that they're trying to stamp, because I feel like that belt should be like, okay, you want to be a star. Let's see if you can be a star.
But bro, check this out, bro, because this is the same trajectory that he was supposed to be on before Matt Riddle came in and fucked all that up.
Yeah.
So this is Randy's chance getting back into that picture. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like WWE just can't drop the ball with this. But at the same time, let him win the championship and then let Drew McIntyre kick his fucking head off like 2 months later or something. Like in February or March. You know what I mean?
Weird months.
Yeah, and then that's a lighter fade for Drew McIntyre. And at the same time, he can be a world champion again. And Seth Rollins can get his rest. It's a win-win for everybody. Everybody can be happy because nobody's about to sit here and expect Randy Orton to have a year run or a run longer than 3 months.
Yeah,
come on now.
Not at all.
You're not like that. You just got back from back surgery. Like, come on now. Up next on Wrestling with Exotics, we got to talk about who's behind the devil mask in AEW. For those who don't know, there's been a mysterious figure in the back with the devil mask on attacking Jay White and the Bullet Club. Now, with that being said, we're trying to pinpoint exactly who's behind that mask. It can be a series of people. Who do you think, bro?
Honestly, I really believe it is the Kingdom and Adam Cole, because, like, for example, he was just so eager to be like, okay, we gotta like sway, we gotta make him think we want to be his friend, like, and I just don't understand why would you do that. You already went so hard. He calls you a bland bitch. It's just like, stay away from him, Roddy. You're making shit weird every time I see you on the screen. Then it's like, also at the same time, I don't know who else it could be, because I feel like the Kingdom are playing it close and trying to act like they're so innocent, but at the same time, they're trying to frame Max because they want people to be like, okay, he's had this bad image. He hasn't changed. He's gonna consistently be a piece of shit.
Yeah, but one thing about MJF is he not about to put on a mask and go sneak niggas.
Yeah, he
would wear that shit out to the ring, but he not gonna do you like that.
He wants you to know I heard you, so
right?
Brag about it.
Yes, exactly. He needs something to talk about the next week.
He's like, look, remember what I did to you last week? I told him cut my music. Then he got beat up.
Right. Got to relive this all over again. So yeah, I don't really see that. But I definitely believe that it's Malachi Black. I feel like this is the House of Black's moment to get that group full of gold. And they can do that by getting Julia Hart the AEW Women's Championship or just the TBS Championship. And then Brody and Buddy Murphy can go win the AEW Tag Team Championships. And then Malachi Black can go for the AEW Championship, which I ultimately want to see. And I feel like this is his way of showing that, yo, it's my time. And y'all gonna respect the real devil that's here. You know, the real demon home, pussy. You know what I mean? Like, Max, he talk about it, but I really like that. You see, I come out here with my witch, and we doing dark shit on the way to the ring, and all type of shit. I'm really about this. And I'm about to beat up anybody that's getting in my way to get that. And I feel like Jay White is just somebody that's in his way. And he's like, all right, nigga.
He is.
You feel me? I feel like he's like, all right, nigga, like, yo, let me get you out the way real quick. And this is gonna be perfect because everybody gonna be looking at Max and not even expect me. And what do they say? The greatest trick that the devil ever did was make people believe that he didn't exist. All right, and the devil ain't really MJF. I feel like it's Malachi Black, and that's what he's about to show y'all. And I'm excited for it. Honestly, I ain't never been excited for no devil or none of that extra shit, but I'm excited to see Malachi Black's rise to the top and him actually have a world title because that's what should have happened in WWE.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? I think this is top 5 greatest wrestlers in the world today for sure. So I don't know why he hasn't had a world title yet.
Yeah, bro, I can agree with those sentiments. Up until the point, I'm not too sure if he's a devil, but one of the best wrestlers in the world and needs to be spotlighted more, definitely. So he get leader of his dope ass faction.
You're right, bro. I feel like this is a perfect segue into having MJF lose his belt, and we getting some new faces on that belt. I mean, we've seen him with the belt for the majority of the year, and there can be arguments made that there's been a lot of cap in his title reign, and some motherfuckers is over it. Some people fuck with it. Me, I'm ready for change, like Obeezy. And speaking of Max, he's the highlight of our show today, actually. And I didn't realize how popular he was, bro. And especially with the Acclaim. Everybody loved the Acclaim, except Max.
It's like the Acclaim is just Max Caster. He has an obsession.
Yo, I just think this shit is mad funny because of how awkward it is and how fucking just weird it is. Like, Max is not fucking with that shit. And I'm not rocking with the gay vibes that Max Caster is giving off. Like, he trying to be more than a friend with MJF. Like, I like that you're annoying MJF, but I don't like that you're coming at it so zesty. You feel me?
Touching me, bro.
Yeah, like, why you keep touching my nigga and shit? Like, I'm not feeling that. Pause. Like, I don't want to see that either. Like, you know, I like you guys to harass Max and shit, but I don't like that.
Not harass him.
Yeah, not sexual harass him. Like, you pressing, bro. You kind of pressing.
He took back to the time I've known you for 17 years. Since I was 17, I don't like you. I never liked you. I've never
no, straight like that.
Said, if you think I'm gonna tag with you, I wouldn't tag with you if I was on fire, and tagging with you was the only way to put me out.
That shit had me screaming, bro. I was really dead, bro. And then when he got jumped by the Bullet Club, and then the Acclaim came out to help him, and he was like looking at Jay White or something, and then Max come up behind him, put his hand on his shoulder. He like, get off me! I'm trying to listen to him. I'm trying to be sick. Get off!
He's making ice at you to tag him. Oh no! And I love when he called Jay White a dollar store Jack Sparrow. When he called that, bro, he does the fuck out of him.
Bro, I'm sorry, but you know that this is where it's going. Because like I said earlier in the show, this is sports entertainment. And the Acclaim, they get damn near just as much pop as MJF. When MJF, I'm pausing this ahead of time, and I'm going to pause it after. When MJF scissors these niggas on national television doing that little stupid ass handshake that they do, pause. Bro, the crowd is gonna go retarded. They gonna go retarded in there, bro. The whole roof might come off that motherfucker. And I don't know why gay stuff gets so much praise like that, but I will be behind that. I'm just gonna go out. I'm not rocking with that. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with gay people or none of that. But I'm letting you know I'm on this side of the tracks. Okay, y'all keep that shit on that side. You know, respectfully. I'm just saying. Like, yo, but yeah, that's going to get mad crowd popping. Unfortunately, that's what you guys can expect in the future from this. How do you feel about that, bro?
I hope he
your
never
favorite wrestler.
Just as he closed the hands, I hope he continues to never gives it.
Bro, him doing that little moment right there where he even paused before he even closed his hands and shit is long-term storytelling.
He said, I don't give a fuck. He said, I don't care what they think. So I'm like, I hope Max just keeps that.
Yeah, I mean, you trying to be a face. And you doing the kangaroo kicks and the double clotheslines and shit. You thirsty for that pop. So you want to build for it. You're not going to give it to us right away or after the first few times Max Caster like proved himself to have your back or something. You're not going to just give it up that smooth. We know that, Max. You're going to play it out. You're going to let this nigga really show his worth the next 2 more times or so. And that third time, scissor me, daddy ass. You can expect that. Pause. That's what they gonna be saying. That's their vibe.
I hope not. Max, listen to me. Don't do that.
And then look, the music go hit. Declaim.
I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see that shit, bro. I felt so happy when you closed that fucking can. Like, get out of here. No shot. No shot. I don't care what they think. I was like, hell yeah. Tell that shit louder into the microphone. Because that was like some real shit. He didn't speak that to the mic. He just said it to his face. I don't care what they think. I'm not fucking with that. I swear I was like, yes. Don't fuck with that, Max. Walk away. I don't care how many times they come help you. Do not give him no dab.
You gotta let that shit build. You gotta let that shit build, bro. You know the sports entertainment. You hate when you write about shit. I hate when I write about shit. I hate when we write about shit. But this one thing in particular, we're gonna be right about.
Oh my God.
Last but not least on this show, we want to talk about the gift that Tony Khan gave Sting. Tony Khan is a billionaire for those who don't know. Correct? You have all that damn money. And Sting is so damn great. You wasted Sting's time and you wasted your money bringing Ric Flair on this show for why? To get cooked by Christian Cage? Because Rick didn't have no rebuttal to anything Christian said. Christian flat out looked Rick in his eyes and said that he shouldn't even be on this earth today. He should be dead by now. Okay? Like, he did nothing but utterly disrespect Ric Flair, and Sting didn't back him up or nothing. Sting was confused. Like,
and Sting he sniffled and said he's allergic to jackass.
I just really didn't understand the point of this, bro. Like, why have Ric Flair come out of nowhere, absolutely nowhere, and get embarrassed on national television by Christian Cage? What was the point of that? Ric Flair, my dog. So that's why I don't approve of this message at all. So, what did you think about that moment, bro?
Honestly, bro, it's kind of it's like sad to see because you're used to seeing Rick being vibrant and like talking shit, but he's at the stage where he's like senile.
Yeah, and he off hella edibles.
Yeah,
he chilling. Like, he not about to sit there and go back and forth with you.
He just looked at him. Like,
literally, like, nigga, do you know who I am? Like, I don't even have to say anything anymore, bro.
Bitch. You heard how they went crazy for me?
Like,
yo, you need a shot.
Right, so it's like, come on, bro. Like, what was the point of that, Tony? You could have gave Sting a fucking Corvette. You could have gave him a world championship. You could have gave him something, bro. You could have, like, named a tournament in his name, like the Sting Wrestling Tournament or something. You could have done anything else, but you chose to do this. Like, I mean, good looking for bringing friends back together. I mean, we've seen what you try to do for Christian and Edge, but it's like, no, Tony, do something to benefit Sting or give him something for real, because this is a point in time where we supposed to be appreciating this man, like, not wasting his time or you know, wasting these segments on him getting cooked by Christian. You know what I mean? And then having his longtime best friend and Ric Flair come and be a part of that. What was the point?
It was horrible. It was terrible to watch. Embarrassing. I just think at this stage of Ric Flair's life, he needs to stay off wrestling screen, bro. He did more than enough. He's given us enough. Only be on there if they're giving you an award or something, or just want you to present something to a dope-ass wrestler. Don't be a gimmick, because he's like a gimmick of himself, you know?
Yeah, and, you know, at the same time, though, I respect Ric Flair so fucking much. Just off the love that he has for the sport. Like, the man literally said, like, hell yeah, I would love to die in the ring. I spent so much time in it, why not? Like, and that sentence right there, I spent so much time in it. I respect him for that reason right there, because of how much dedication it takes to drag your beat up body around the United States of America day in and day out, 365 days a year, wrestling. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot on your body, it's a lot on your mental, and, you know, you're being away from your loved ones and shit. So, like, I commend him so much on that. So it's like, yeah, like, if he wanted to wrestle again, bro, I honestly wouldn't mind. I just wouldn't mind, bro. I know it would be probably one of the hardest things to ever watch. Like his last match just was. Like, the man passed out twice in that match. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like, I just enjoyed seeing him do what he loved. And at the end of the day, I know even though he was passing out a bunch of times, he was still in there like, I love this shit. Like, damn. You know? It's the same for me. Like, I go hard at anything I do, and I want to die doing whatever it is that I'm doing. Whether it's skateboarding, whether it's doing this fucking podcast, or doing anything that I love. Like, hell yeah, I want to go out like that, because, yeah, that's where I was happiest at. You know what I mean? It's your life. It is what you make it. This has been another episode of Wrestling with the Exotics, the greatest wrestling podcast on YouTube. We appreciate everybody out there for tuning in. Make sure you guys also like, comment, and subscribe on this shit, man. Tell your friends about it. And at the same time, go check out our shop at pcfshop.myshopify.com. We got some gear on there for all the players around the world. Yeah, heard me. Again, it's your boy, the Franchise Kid, Franchise Jerry, and I got my dog with me.
I think I need a PG1, but you can call me Cam.
Peace.